YouTube family, what's going on? It's been a minute. I took 3 weeks off. I went out the country. I took my family with me out the country. My wife, my daughter, man, we always went out the country and just took time off to reset, man. And the great thing is trading pay for everything. I had an account on the side that I was trading, right? So I have personal goals, as some of you guys know who've been following me for a long time, right? Like I do the exact same thing and I teach the exact same thing to my students. Like how I got out of debt, which is like 70K in like 7 months, right? So now that I'm out of debt, I take that money and I invest it, but I always allocate an amount of money, man, too, to just enjoy life. You feel me? Like we work hard, we doing these things, man, as traders, as investors. And so I took that time off. Now I'm back, man. So I'm gonna get back to dropping content, but I'm a real person, I'm a human. For all y'all who follow me on Instagram, you saw when I was out the country. You saw me posting some, but even then, I just don't post that much, right? Like, you're not gonna personally find it's gonna be a little bit different video. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have a real conversation. I'm drop some gems on y'all as always, man. But like, I do what I do for freedom. I do what I do for peace of mind, to not have stress. And I'm a real human. Like, I really be living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna see a day in the life video of me, in Panama and the countries I was in. Like, you're not gonna see that stuff because I don't go there to record for other people, right? That's it. You might see some pictures on Instagram or something like that, or you see me on Instagram, you might see my story, but even then, I'm not posting every single thing. And that's just me. There's no right or wrong. I'm just a very private person. I'm a real person. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do this stuff for social media. I really just want to help people. And again, those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, you know what I mean? You could recognize a real person. Cool. If you don't, people don't, that's cool too, right? So, but man, like, just I want to go through, like, man, like how powerful this thing really is. Again, like, this whole trip was paid for, really more than a trip, for real, for real. But everything is paid for from trading, bro, from one of many accounts I have, right? One of many, a combination of some evaluations. I have multiple personal accounts, all traded under my business. Like, man, this is a powerful thing, bro. This is really powerful. And, too many people are living life on a schedule that they didn't choose. You know what I mean? They counting down to the weekend. They counting down to they once a year or maybe twice a year vacation. Like, they looking at their time and seeing if they got enough time off. And it's not about that, man. But that when you take this thing into your own hands and, you get a grasp on it and you decide, right? You decide that you're going to make trading work. It'll change your life, man. So before we get too deep into it, man, if y'all new to the channel, you know what I mean? Of course, my name is James Strong. I make videos about investing in the financial markets, specifically trading the futures market for our short-term investments and investing in stocks for our long-term investments, because we don't trade or invest. We trade and invest. And these two combined is how we fast track our way to financial freedom. So now, man, I missed y'all. You feel me? Most importantly, man, I missed that time I needed. You feel me? Like, I had been working real hard for shoot about a year straight, man. I hadn't really taken no good time off. It had been a minute since I've been out of the country too, so I decided I literally booked the trip. Um, I booked the trip right. I was like, man, I'm about to leave, and so I booked the trip with I booked the trip 36 hours later. I flew out the country and stayed out there for as long as I wanted, over a week. Just stayed. And man, enjoy myself, bro. I needed a reset, you know what I mean? Like, I need to clear my head. I need to figure some things out, man. Just relax, man. And the difference between a vacation and a freedom, there's a big difference, right? Most people, they take vacations, but they're never really free. Now, what I mean by that, like, people are still, they watching how much they spending. They checking work emails, they counting down the days. Oh man, they only there for 3 days. They got to go do all the little excursions and stuff they want to do before they go back to clock back into the job they hate, or the life they hate, or, what I'm saying, the apartment they hate, or whatever it is, the house they hate. And that's not really living, man. Like, I was on vacation, but really I was just living life. You feel me? Like, that's why I don't have all this stuff out there, because it's not a one-time thing for me. Like actually, I was out there looking for places to stay. You know what I mean? Scouting the country for places to stay, because I was looking at real estate, which, again, if you follow me on Instagram, that stuff was on my story. I'm looking at real estate. I'm looking at, things for investing. Like, I'm looking at all type of things to see what that place has to offer. I'm going to not just one city, right? So, like, I'm going to literally 5, 6, 7 cities in the whole country, out there going around, you know what I'm saying, network, building rapport. Again, I'm a martial arts guy. I'm talking to jiu-jitsu owners and stuff like that, MMA owners of gyms out there, man. Just really building networks, man, rapport, because like life is about freedom, bro. Like it's really about freedom. And the thing is, like, all this was the door for all this was open through investing. Particularly obviously our short-term investments to trade. And I always say this, like, we trade to grow our capital, and then we take that extra capital and we build wealth. The thing is, once you get out of debt or you're paying off those bills or whatever it is, you can take this money and do stuff like this. I could have did this stuff last year, but I chose to keep my mind right because I understand psychology, and it's easier for me to trade now. Like this year has been amazing so far with trading. Like it's been great. You know what I mean? Like, so I had to reward myself. You feel me? It's been great, but it's been great too because last year I took everything. It was high stress. Last year was high stress, man. And like the thing is, because you get results doesn't mean it's like easy. This is a career. This is like work. You know what I mean? It's hard sometimes. But I knew if I had paid and got out of debt, it would make my mind that much easier because it's one less thing to like stress about because I ain't got all these bills and stuff. You feel me? So now all that money, like, not even saying I'm tripled it yet because I haven't yet, right? I'm getting there. I'm working my way up. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as simple as just doubling an account because when it's trading, well, not say doubling account, doubling your risk because with trading, obviously there's a psychological factor that comes into play. But now, man, I take that money, you know what I mean? I put it in investments, but I make sure now because I've had that big milestone, I take money and I set aside for myself, man. I take a portion of that, set aside, man, and just do what I want to do. You feel me? And it just feels good, man, like not having to rush back to go to a country and I'm not stressing. I'm not rushing back. I ain't know when I was even coming back to America. You know what I mean? Like I'm not thinking about, oh shoot, how much the bill. The country was cheaper than America. And yet I'm spending $100+ at a restaurant, stuff like that, right? Not like, hey, whatever, right? We ordering, it's me, my wife, and my child. My child is a couple months old. Yo, I'm ordering 5 entrees and, all this stuff, man. We just living life, man. I'm staying wherever I want to stay at. You know what I mean? Sometimes staying in the business center overlooking the business area. Sometimes staying literally on the 36th floor, you know what I mean? Like penthouse view. Out looking the ocean, all type of stuff. And why? Because, I have the means to. Now, by no means, I'm not a millionaire yet. You feel me? But the same thing I told my students, I sent my students a screenshot of like, basically when I had the money to pay for the trip. And I showed them, I said, this one account paid for my entire trip, right? And I was like, it does not take millions to change your life. I said, I said, that's the gist of it, right? But what I said was, this isn't millionaire money, but it doesn't take millions to change your life. It only takes, you know what I mean? And then drop some more gems. And so I want to drop it to y'all too. Like, it's not $5,000-$10,000 is not millionaire money, right? But it can change your life. It can change your life for the better. It can change your life, just knowing like you have that shift to where like mentally, you don't have to go to a job. You choose to go to a job. You know what I mean? You don't have to work for the company you work for. You choose to work for that company, right? When you control your income, you start to move differently. You start to think a lot different. And what people don't understand is like, it really is that freedom is the real mission. I think more people now are aware of that. I know a lot of my people are on here, my subscribers, my family on here, man. Like, I know a lot of y'all are tapped in, y'all are different, but the average person doesn't understand all the time that like, yo, it's not about more money. It's about time, man. It's about freedom. That's what really matters. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about catching these big daggone trades all the time to post on social media and stuff. No, it's about, yo, can you comfortably trade ABC? Can you comfortably invest this amount of money every month or every week into the stock market? Like right now, on average, the S&P and the Dow Jones is down. How many people still investing? I am. You feel me? Like, but again, I have a system. I have a portfolio. Like, this is not a side hustle for me. This is not a game, right? I gotta look at this stuff and I really, take this serious. Some people just want to gamify it, but like, just people don't understand the magnitude. Or if you take this stuff serious, man, like, you literally can get to choose what you do with your time, when you go somewhere, where you go somewhere, how long you go somewhere, man. And, like, just being truthful for real and straight up, like, it feels good getting to this part of life because like I'm not at a place of like like I never believe in like a I made it moment. I feel like we're always striving to be better. We should always be striving to be better. There's never a point of I have arrived. There is a place where you're like, hey, I'm good. And I've definitely gotten to certain levels, but I have an optimistic, paranoid mind. You know, like I believe, and this is a thing that a lot of high achieving what people I study have as well. So it's a good trait, you know, that I like to just fine tune. But I like to make sure that I'm looking at. All right, cool. I like to make sure that I'm looking at, all right, what could go wrong, but then what are solutions to make things go right. You feel what I'm saying? And so like I don't look at a lump sum of money or like now or income coming every month like, oh, you're good, relax, take your foot off the gas. Now I look at it as like, all right, go harder, go more, do it more efficient, make it more effective. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because there's more we could be doing, man. Because I'm only about, I'm not about necessarily making millions. Now, I'm gonna have my millions for sure because obviously money solves a lot of things. You feel what I'm saying? Money solves a lot of basic problems, right? It can't buy you like love and you know what I mean, stuff like that. But money can get you most things, or it can get you in the door or the vicinity of most things. But I am about eliminating stress and live my life to the fullest, man, on my terms. And you know, being able to continue to get closer to that, man, it's a blessing. You know, I thank God for it. And, you know, I'm gonna keep going to go get it. And I'm gonna keep helping people who are willing to take this journey as well. I'm gonna keep guiding those people. So again, you know, shout out to all my students. Shout out to man to Matt, man, one of my students too. This week called a nice trade, right? Follow everything to the T, man. Proud of him. I put him in the group chat. I shot him out of everybody, man. But shout out to Matt, bro. And then like a big takeaway for me for the trip, man, is just like just what I'm telling y'all, man. Like make sure y'all focusing, bro, on what you really want. Like I know everybody's not wanting the same thing, right? We all unique, we all want different things, but bro, make sure, man, like you remember why you doing this. You feel me? Like I'm years into this journey, and then now I'm getting to the point. And I want to say this too, for all my people, y'all this far, man, y'all getting the gem. So you know I'm gonna give y'all the sauce, man. You can't drop everything in the beginning because people so impatient they can't take it. But I'm gonna give you like they just want it real quick, right? The quick hits, and it's not like that. But I'm gonna give y'all the sauce, man. Like you know how good it felt too. I remember telling my wife this. I was sitting in the penthouse joint, Oceanside view, and I'm like, yo, nobody like I'm not famous. You feel me? I was just thinking like, yo, how did I get here? Like, and I knew how, you mean, but I'm like, I'm here right now. Like, I remember visualizing coming to this country. Like I literally have this, I have a vision board. I don't think you'll be able to see on my phone, but I have like stuff. I have vision boards on like my phones and my computer screen and stuff like that. I used to print them out when I was in college, man. And like, it's been amazing starting to see those things come true. And this is one of them. And I'm like, yo, like, I had this on my vision board, bro, last year. I got a list of things I want to accomplish in my life. Not like a bucket list, but like I call it a 300 will list. Like some people say 300 won't. I don't want nothing. I will get it, right? And I've been seeing things get checked off, you know what I mean? From things that cost high amounts to just experiences or things that take time. And I'm like, man, I was really reflecting like, yo, like I was the one they called crazy. You know what I'm saying? When I was leaving college with 1 to 2 semesters left from a paid for a scholarship, I was the one they was calling crazy when I won't spend the money. You feel me? On clothes and shoes for no, you know, no females in college to impress. I was pulling up in the old basketball shorts from high school, still bagging them. But I knew I needed that money to invest in a business. I was the one who would start businesses while people was getting their first jobs. I'm an entrepreneur and they getting new cars and I'm looking like, man, I'm just trying to figure it out. Like I'm that same person. But now it's like, obviously that stuff has a cap. You know, the job stuff has a little caps like this. But entrepreneurship and betting on yourself is like a U curve. It's a compounding effect. And now I've gotten to the point where like the average person is like here and they start to stall off. And now I'm coming here and people think it's like overnight. People think it's like out of nowhere. But like, and this ain't about like me, and I'm saying this to anybody out who's on this journey who's going to get it too, man. Understand like your time is coming. And like I said, I'm not at this point like I made it, but I know I am steps further ahead of people and I could be an inspiration, you know what I mean? An encouragement for people to keep going and to know that like you're not alone. And I had to endure all those nights and things, man. You know what I mean? Like starting another business, having to move back into my mom's crib when I was younger for 6 months to get it going, to get the money to move. You feel me? Like halfway across the country. Like I had to do all these things, but I did what I had to do and I never had doubt, man. And seeing those views, seeing, you know, the mountain sides, man, seeing the beaches, talking to all these people about these investments in a whole nother country. And I'm like, yo, this is real. This is the thing I'm doing. Like, and so, like I said, I ain't made it. I ain't done. But I'm like, yo, I got here because I bet on myself, not just for trading, but, you know, the business period. But again, trading is my main business now. And I'm like, yo, look where it's got me. Look where, you know, the year where I didn't make money, the year where I didn't make money again because I broke even. Like, look at all the time and the thousands of hours literally I put in, 14, 16-hour days that 3-4 trades can pay for my trips out the country on one account. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this thing is powerful, man. So, you know, I know this message is for somebody, bro. Again, I don't know who was on my heart to make, man. So I wanted to make this. And I hope you take a lot from this. There's so much more to the world, man. There's so much more to the world than America. There's so much more to the world than, you know, like the people you know, or the things you know, or what you think you like. There's so much more, man. There's people out here who don't judge you for the color of your skin out here. People don't judge you for the money you have, man. Like, and these are all experiences and things you can start to see for yourself when you can get the means to like leave and go see them, right? Whether it be the money or the time which you get from getting more money, right? Get more options, all type of stuff, man. Like, there's a lot more out here than y'all think. And then just continue to push forward, man. Continue to expose yourself. I am doing what I can do as always to help y'all, man. Like, I got a lot of things coming, man. I got a lot of good things coming, so definitely be in store. Again, I'm only talking to my real ones at this point, man, if you still listening. So I got a lot of good things coming, and I'm here to help y'all, man. You know, again, I'm going to most likely open up some spots soon for my mentorship, but it is like application only. I've turned away more people than I have in it, just been honest. So y'all want to do my part, man. Y'all stay tapped in. Y'all keep investing, keep doing your thing, keep studying, keep staying hungry, keep watching these videos, man, because of course I'm always going to be giving value, giving gems. All you got to do is do the work, man. Do the work, show up, stay persistent, stay consistent, man. Stay dedicated, stay disciplined, and it'll work out, man. So if y'all got value, man, make sure you drop down below. Let me know experiences y'all want to have. Let me know the thing you're chasing, man. I know some of y'all are chasing freedom. Some of y'all chasing no stress, you know, not having a job, man. Let me know. Let's talk about it, man. Let's have a conversation. As you know, man, this is a growing community. And you know, a lot of people can learn from it. And most importantly, you can learn from it too. You feel me? So let me know where you at, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you like making money. If you want to change your life, all type of good stuff, man. And until next time, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Much love.